Hello guys, welcome to episode 2 of trading my 8k gold funded evaluation account. As you know, last week was not the best of week. I made some couple of losses that dropped my account to 3% in drawdown. This week my intention was to build on that and to come out of the drawdown, but it didn't happen, although there were some positives. Out of the 7 trades I took, I managed to bag about 2 wins. Not completely winning, but some of them were able to give me some couple of dollars. Although I'm still holding a position on Euro AUD. So I took about 7 trades this week, 6 of them from Bitcoin, 1 is from Euro AUD. The Euro AUD, I'm still holding it. It's a swing trading opportunity. If that trade managed to hit TP, I will come out of drawdown. So the BTC trade that I took were 6 in number. 4 of them hit stop loss. 1 of them hit take profit. 1 of them I managed to close it in profit, but it was not the best trade actually. So I'm here to do a weekly review starting from the 18th of August to 22nd of August. So that was just basically and this past week. So I'm here to run you through how my trading went, the losses, the wins, my Notion journal, run you through my trading view, analysis, the trade idea that I had in mind before taking those trades. Please, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, like the video so that the YouTube algorithm will help push my videos to a wider audience. See you in the screen after the intro. Welcome back. As you can see on my screen, this is my Notion journal. Starting from the 18th of August, you can see the first trade we have here is BTC trade, Bitcoin trade on the 18th of August. So let me open it in side peek so that you will see. So if you look at the side peek, you can see that this was a BTC trade. I had a bearish sentiment. The trade was executed on the 18th of August on the 15-minute time frame using a CB during the New York season. So this is basically my thought process, the ideas I had in mind, and how I wanted the trade to play out. The trade was a winning trade, but it was not the best of trade because I managed to close it in $30. I didn't manage the trade very well, because if I had managed it very well, this trade could have given me a 2-hour winning trade. But you can see I closed the trade halfway and I managed to bag about $30 on this trade. So let me show you the screenshot that I took. So this is basically the screenshot I took. You can see we are having bearish sentiment towards this swing low, which is the sell side liquidity. You can see that we are creating bearish order flow, very sweet bearish order flow. Fair value gap respected, fair value gap respected, fair value gap respected. There is intention that if we create another fair value gap, it will be respected, because you can see the sequence of respect we have been having from these fair value gaps, and the overall target is this swing low here. So let me show you the other screenshot. So this is basically the first trade I took. You can see I was targeting that swing low, but after giving me some couple of pips, price started to retrace deeply, and that's why I closed the trade, because I didn't want it to take me out of the trade and turn into a losing trade, because I've seen some couple of dollars, I think I saw about $80, and price started to come back, so I closed the trade. So this is the first trade I took this week on the 18th, right? On the 18th. Some of those trades I'm going to put it somewhere in the screen so that you guys will see it. The next trade I took is Euro AUD. I'm still holding this Euro AUD. This was on the 19th. I think this was on Tuesday. Euro AUD, I have bullish sentiment on Euro AUD. You can see the screenshot. Let me show you. Euro AUD is very, very bullish. You can see the screenshot. we are expecting bullish order flow, and that is why I took the trade. It's a swing trading opportunity. If you look at it very well, this is on the 1 hour time frame. This is another screenshot from the same Euro AUD, but this is on the 4 hour time frame. So the trade was taken on the 19th of August on the 1 hour time frame using a BC, bullish fair value gap, during the New York Hill zone. This is like the thought process, the idea I had in mind before I took the trade. You can see the outcome is empty, the PNL is empty because the trade is still running. And rules, I followed my rules, so that's I'm still holding that trade. So this is it for the Euro AUD trade. So let me take you to the other BTC trade I took, and this is where I messed up big time. Basically, what I do is I risk 1% of my equity on each trade. So I saw this BTC trade, a really sweet trade. I saw it, but I was a little bit skeptical and I didn't want to risk the complete 1% on that trade. So what I did is that I distributed the 1% to 6 different places and I took positions. Some of those positions were not taken at the same price level. It was after the price started moving and I saw some couple of retracements, then I will enter on a percentage. Bear in mind that my overall risk is 1%. So some of those trades hit stop loss because of some minor retracements. They hit stop loss, and that is where everything turned bad for me, because if I had risked just the 1% on a single position or 2 positions, I would have been good and I would make a couple of dollars and probably maybe 3% RR. But you can see I ended up closing the trade on just about $40 cumulatively. After I minus the trade that took and I hit stop loss, I managed to get about $42 on the overall trade. That was bad because I could have made more from that. I followed my risk, not truly, but I followed my risk, but I fucked up. Next time I should be able to do better. The trade was taken on the 21st of August on the 15 minutes time frame using a CB during the London Hill zone. It was a partial win for me. Rules not totally followed, but it's all good. So this is it for the trade I took from the 18th to the 22nd of August. I said I'm going to link the pictures and the videos somewhere in the screen so that you guys will see. So let me take you to my trading view to show you how I was able to anticipate that BTC is going to drop, Euro AUD is going to rally. So you guys will see. Maybe you have opportunity on those pairs to look out for. So let's just dive into the trading view. Okay guys, this is the trading view, and let me quickly go up to the weekly time frame on BTC, because that is where I started to monitor the BTC sales. So what I saw on BTC is that we have this bullish fair value gap right here. Bullish fair value gap. Price respected this bullish fair value gap and turned to the upside. So after seeing this, I was thinking that price is going to run this high and continue to push up. This is basically the all-time high as at then. When price hits this all-time high, my mind was telling me that price is going to either continue up or drop, since this is the all-time high. So what I was looking at for is either some signs of continuation or some signs of retracement. So price, instead of running the high, price swept the high and started to retrace back on the lower time frame. So after this week had completely closed, I started to monitor for selling opportunity towards this swing low. So let's go down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see this was the last bearish candle we had before this high was swept. So when we had this bearish candle close below this bullish candle, this signifies change in the state of delivery, CISD. So when this happened, I started to monitor sales because I knew that price is ready to drop to the lows. So what I did is I went down to the 4-hour time frame to look for bearish order flows to the downside, because if I'm going to get involved in BTC, I should be able to see bearish order flow playing out. So I went down to the 4-hour time frame. So when I went to the 4-hour time frame, what I saw is price swept this high, dropped down towards the lows. You can see price closed below these lows. But before then, we had this little retracement before this push up. So when we had this and price dropped down to it, we can consider this zone a breaker block because we have swept this high and we have dropped, closing below this low. So this zone, we can consider it a breaker block. And here is the original CISZ. So from here, you'll be able to know that price is ready to drop to the downside. And to even make it more concrete, you can see we are having bearish fair value gap, or CB. This is the source, because if we are going to continue to the downside, we should be able to see what PD arrays to support that movement, and we have fair value gap, breaker block. So this is a strong area to sell. So I started to monitor for retracement into the fair value gaps. I think I missed this opportunity first, but when price dropped, closed below this low and created another fair value gap here, I was ready to enter the market. And this is where I took my first position on the 15 minutes time frame. So when price dropped to this when price retraced to this fair value gap, I dropped down to the 15 minutes time frame and started to hunt forwards, set up the same sequence. When I drop down to the 15 minutes time frame, I'm still going to look for bearish order flow on the 15 minutes time frame. What does that mean? Looking for bearish fair value gap. Since we have a bearish fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame, we should be able to see a bearish fair value gap on the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, price is what? Fractal. So what you see on the higher time frame, you should be able to see them on the lower time frame too. So that is basically the alignment, because I'm using the time frame alignment. So the 4-hour time frame is aligned to the 15 minutes time frame. So that is how I go about my trading. So when I saw this fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame, I dropped down to the 15 minutes time frame and I saw another fair value gap. That is where I took my position, targeting this low, the first position, targeting the lows, right? And that's that first position I closed on with a $30 win. So from there, I started to see other fair value gaps being created in the market, and that is where I also took some positions. Some of the positions were losses because on the 15 minutes time frame we can have deeper retracement into my stop loss, and that is where I took most of the stop loss hits. So if we go down to the 15 minutes time frame, this was the initial fair value gap we had. This was the second fair value gap we had. This is basically the area, right? And I took the other positions around this level. I took it around this level. I think my stop loss was somewhere here, and price did me dirty by taking me out of the market. So this was the idea on BTC trade, right? You can see the bearish sentiment, and if you go up to the 4-hour time frame, you can see after price mitigated that low, you can see the reaction. Look at this candle. Look at massive reaction to the upside. So basically, what I'll be doing next week is to wait for price to show clear signs of either going up or continuing to the downside. That's what I'm going to do. Look for clear signs of price going to the upside or going to the downside. Then I will know what to do. So let's go to the AUD trade. Euro AUD. if you have been trading Euro AUD, basically you can see this is not where my take profit is, like somewhere here. If you look at, let me hide all of this. If you look at Euro AUD from the daily time frame, you can see that we've been bullish. We've been bullish. We take out this low. We created a fair value gap, opportunity to trade. We drop into the fair value gap. Price rally to the upside, closing above this high. We created a little fair value gap, but you can see the retracement into that fair value gap, and price is pushing up. So seeing this, I was like, yes, price is going to continue to push the upside, probably targeting this swing high. This is my overall target on Euro AUD. I'm still expecting price to continue to the upside, probably mitigate this fair value gap here and push up. That's what I'm expecting price to do. So to the 4-hour time frame, right? This is where, after price mitigated this fair value gap, I was unable to enter here, but I saw this fair value gap. That is where I entered. On the retracement into it, I look for a setup to buy. I look for a setup here to buy. Price started to buy, but you can see after some days, price started to push down. I'm still holding the trade actually. I'm still holding the trade. My stop loss is somewhere here. I'm targeting about 2.50 hour on that trade. So we are having some kind of retracement, probably into the daily fair value gap we have over here. So if price retraces into it, I know that price is going to push to the upside. So the Euro AUD trade is very, very clear. You can look for opportunities to jump into the buys next week when the fair value gap is completely mitigated. You can look for opportunity to join the trend. So guys, this is it for my weekly review. This is all the trade I took, starting from the 18th of August to the 22nd of August. Please like the video, subscribe if you are not subscribed, so that the YouTube algorithm will recommend my videos to other viewers. Thank you and God bless you. See you on the next one.